Hi there, welcome back to Resin by Drew. This is the first time that I'm using this shells mould. So as I said, I know it's the shells mould, the seashells mould, but I see flowers when I look at this mould as well as anything else. So I'm going to try and do an offset flower. So the centre of the flower will be sort of down here, and then the petals will be around the outside. So I'm just going to start off by pouring the resin into the mould because it has been sat for about just over 25 minutes now, and I usually like to pour at 25 minutes. I don't need to fill the mould up, I just need enough to give me a good layer. And I'll put the white in I'll put the resin in for the white rather, and then anything that I've got left I'll share between the moulds. I'm also going to make a matching tray to this as well. I'm going to be piping the flowers. And I've been doing a combination of piping, using silicone tool, etc, etc, but today I'm going to be piping the flowers. Okay, so I'll just make up the white, the pigment paste. For that I'm using Resi-Tint Max in Titanium White and my trusted Pinata Pearl alcohol ink. So as always, I'm going to put my stick in, give it a good stir, get all that goodness from the sides and the bottom, mix it all in, give it a stir, and then scrape off my stick, and that's all I'm putting in. So I'll put that in the pot. Give it a good stir. Going to get some tissue to wipe off my stick. I'm also going to get a micro brush because I can just see a couple of little tiny bubbles around the edges where the shells are, so I'll sort that before I do anything else once I've made the white. And I'm going to put 8 drops of the alcohol ink in. That's just the ball bearing as I'm shaking it. Pop 8 drops in and give it another good stir. I'm happy with the colour of that, so I'm going to pour it into the piping bag. And then I'm just going to run around the edges with the micro brush. I think I'll probably give it a quick blast with the heat gun as well, just to be on the safe side. They're great for getting rid of little bubbles around the edges without damaging the mould, because they have a very soft tip on the end. You've still got to be careful, obviously, but they are very good for that. Okay, so just give that right. I'm just going to give them a quick blast with the heat gun. Better. I've just got one little tiny bubble that I can still see. There we go. There we go. So for the alcohol inks that I'm going to be using, I'm using Let's Resin Brown, Let's Resin Orange, and Resin 8 Pina Colada. So I'm going to start off with the brown, which is just leaked all over my gloves. I'm not having much luck with these alcohol inks recently. Even though I'm putting the lids on tight, they do seem to be leaking quite a lot. So I'm going to start off with brown in the middle. And my next row is going to be orange. See, if it either doesn't come out at all, or it comes out as an absolute spurt, which is really frustrating with these bottles. Don't get me wrong, they're great resins, but the bottles are so frustrating. I have heard, again, there's another squirt. I have heard other people complain of similar problems with them as well, so I know it's not just me. So there's my orange. Next I'm going to do my Pina Colada. Now I know from experience that this Pina Colada, these Resin 8 alcohol inks, they do tend to spread quite thin. They spread a lot but quite thin, so I might need to put extra down, but we'll just see how we go first. I'm just giving it a good shake. It's actually coming out quite nicely. It's not spreading too much. It's coming out with this bottle's coming out much better than the Let's Resin bottles were. I think I'm going to take my silicone tool and just spread the yellow, just to make sure that it's not spreading too thin, but it's not spreading too wide, too far either. So I'm just going to give this a quick spread. I'm happy with that one. Oops. And that one. And then all that's left to do now, just do my orange while I'm here. And while I'm here, I might as well do my brown as well. All that's left to do now is to snip a little tiny hole in the piping bag and just pipe my flowers. It goes with the piping bag. Just want to take a couple of millimeters off at the end and check the size of the hole. That's absolutely fine, and I'm just going to go ahead and pipe my flowers, pipe my petals, petal shapes. Doing a smaller petal inside each of the ones I've just done. I might just try and do one more bigger petal on the outside if I can. That might make it too close to the edge, but we'll see. Might just take it, instead of going all the way down to the bottom, just take it around the top. There we go. Just going to use a silicone tool just to sharpen up a couple of these petals. And that's it. So that's all I'm going to do with them for now. I'm going to leave them until tomorrow, and then I'll be back to demold them and show you the results. So I'll say bye for now, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hi, welcome back. So I'm unmoulding the seashell shaped coasters and tray that I made, but obviously I made them as flowers instead because I saw flowers when I looked at the shape of them. So I'll unmould them and then we'll have a look at the coasters first of all. I'll pop the mould off to one side. Oh, that's pretty. Let me just grab some black card. I think black's going to be best. Yeah, black's best. That's very pretty. I like the striations in the flowers, in the petals. That's really pretty. I wasn't sure how they'd turn out because I had a build-up of white down at the bottom where I'd gone up and down with the piping bag, but they've turned out beautifully. I'm really pleased with these. Oh, there's some lovely striations in this one. See if I can get the camera to pick them up. It's beautiful. Yeah, I really like those. I'm really pleased with them. I just want to do a little experiment and see if they look like a flower, if they're all put together like that, because obviously that's how we'd normally do the 3D blooms, where it would be just one flower, but obviously I've done them all off-centered. But I am really happy with those. It's the first time I've used the mould, and I'm over the moon with it. Over the moon, that's one I used the other day, so I am expanding my vocabulary after all. I didn't think I was making much improvement, but obviously I am making a little bit of improvement. It's my happy vocab that I'm having problems with. My excited vocab that I need to expand on. Let's have a look at the tray. Oh wow, I've got a couple of blobs, but still I'm happy with that, very happy with it. Yeah, I'm going to put on black card. Yeah, I really like that. I'm not sure whether to put handles on or whether to put knobs on underneath. I'm tempted to put knobs on underneath as legs, as feet, whatever you want to call them. I could do both, I suppose. I'll see, but I'll do like that. I am happy with it. It's a little bit blobby, but I don't think the blobs take too much away, and it does look very nice with the coasters as well. So I am really pleased with those. They do look like a nice little set together. So I hope you like them. I hope you like them as much as I do. And I'll be back with another experiment very soon. So bye for now.